Hey, what's up guys? We are doing another reaction tonight. Super excited for this one because it is for the band Righteous Vendetta. Now these guys have been around for a while. They really caught my attention with their song Take Over, which was amazing, and it just really hooked me in right away, and I've been paying really close attention to them ever since. This song that I'm doing is called Step Back, and it comes from their album Not Dead Yet, a Rejected Record, which the story behind this album is insane. I just actually, on my Facebook page, did a review of the album, a written review, so check that out if you want. If you would, I would appreciate it. But the story behind the song is, behind the album rather, is really, really interesting. Basically, the record label they were with at the time heard this particular batch of songs and rejected every single one of them and said they were absolute trash, just garbage, which is insane because they're some of the best songs I have ever heard in my life. And this song, Step Back, was one that really stood out to me when I listened to it. So I'm going to get into it tonight because I really want to, and for no other reason. I'm going to give you a fair warning right now. This song, I'm going to, the first time ever, pre-giving this a 10 out of 10 because it was, like I said, it was one of my favorites on the album. Not every song on that album would get a 10 out of 10 for me. But anyway, I'm also working on defining my criteria for what constitutes a 10 out of 10 song. Because I know when I review an album what would make it a 10 out of 10, but a song on its own is a little bit more nuanced and subjective. So anyway, we're going to get into this. Let's have some fun. I'm excited, man. Righteous Vendetta. Good band. Here we go. The opening makes you think you're going to get something far different. I love it. I love so much Righteous Vendetta's ability to write a song that is crazy filled with energy, super fast paced, and still able to bring it down and mellow it out a bit. That's something that I think these guys are really good at, that really stands out on this entire album. That and their tone, man, good grief, the tone of their guitars is massive and huge, and it fills that. There's not a single ounce of like dead space anywhere. It's perfect. Love that. The easy way out looks so inviting. I can't face this now. Oh, I love the lyrics of this song, and the shift here and the instrumentation in the second verse just gives it a little bit of differentiation that, you know, a lot of songs, they kind of cookie cutter repeat the same rhythm, same instrumentation, little to no variation at all. But Righteous Vendetta, man, each time, and this is pretty consistent through their catalog of songs, the verses all sound different from one another, and it just sounds fantastic. No different here.
It's getting closer and closer again and again. I tell myself these things over
it's so easy to forget what we're here for. And that's so true, because very often we get distracted by the everyday goings on of life, where we don't even realize what's happening around us, or we get so busy worrying about things that happened yesterday, or fretting about future things that may or may not happen, that we completely miss what's right in front of our face, completely unaware that life is passing us by as we're worried about something that has happened or something that may happen. Oh, it's so easy to forget what we're here for. That guitar solo, not super complicated, not rapid or frenetic, but it's just perfect. Like it fits. Every note, every little nuance, every shift was just flawlessly executed. And man, I love everything about this song, from the way all the instruments kind of complement one another. Like this is a really good example of a song that everything fits well together. There's cohesion behind it. And there are a number of songs that do that, but this is a really good example of everything flowing and fitting together very, very well. I love this. And that, like I said, this isn't their most aggressive song. It's not their heaviest song, but it is one of, I think, their hardest hitting songs, especially lyrically. You know, that chorus, if we could just step back, forget the world for a minute, forget the chaos, forget the insanity of everything that's going on, and just take a moment. Ugh. So many people need to do that. So many people miss, like I said, they get so worried about things going on that they don't focus on their current situation. And man, there's so many opportunities that can be missed by not taking that moment to step back, you know, get beyond. It's not about us. It's not about how things affect us. It's not about, well, what am I going to do 4 years from now? It's about, how is what I'm doing right now affecting people around me, affecting the people I come into contact with. And that's super important, and something that we need to get better at considering and thinking about. This is a really, really excellent way to push that message. The last time through the chorus musically is really interesting, because you hear it in its standard time, and then as it repeats, it kind of does this halftime tempo, which I love the dynamic that can give to a song, because it just helps it have more diversity throughout. And then even after it does the halftime, it kind of picks up to not quite a double time, but like time and a half, and it just sounds so good. The way they make that shift sounds so effortless, and I dig that a lot. Like I said, it's these little nuances that Righteous Vendetta gives to a song that I think makes them one of the best groups around for sure. They're so good, so talented. I love these guys, and I love what they do. They're right up there with Amongst Wolves in my top 5 favorite bands of all time. Someday I'll have to actually try and list that out, but it's tough. Anyway, I'm going to go back because I want to hear that again, because I want you to hear and pay attention to the way the rhythm shifts just slightly each time the chorus repeats. All right, so here we go. We're going to hear this again. Pay attention to the shifts. Standard time, solid. I love that outro with the piano. It sounds so good. Oh man, it's so good, and it's so, like I said, so expertly written, and the nuances, the little shifts in rhythm, the differences between verse 1 and verse 2, it's those kinds of things that set Righteous Vendetta apart from other groups. Because a lot of groups, like I said, a lot of times you hear a song where the verse, at least instrumentation wise, is cookie cutter and it sounds almost exactly the same, but that's not the case here with Righteous Vendetta. And this is across the board. This is almost every song that they make has that kind of shift in the instrumentation between verses that is one of the reasons they're my favorites. And their guitars that they write are just so big and so, the sound, it's like a wall of sound just pummeling you over and over in the best kind of way, and I love it. I really like also the lyrics of this song. They stand out to me among many other Righteous Vendetta songs. Just this particular message really resonates with me right now about we just need to step back, see the life that we're living. You know, see what's happening now. Don't be so distracted by our desires and the things we wish we could have. You know, try to focus on who are you sitting in the room with? Are you showing them as much attention as you're showing your phone? Are you, if you've got a situation that needs your attention, are you giving that the same amount of attention as you're giving something that might happen down the road? Or are you distracted by a mistake you made in the past? I think it's so important to take a step back from all of that and just look at where we're at and what we're doing and try to make the best of each situation we're in. Because honestly, we can't afford to look back, because it happened. We can't change it. We can learn from it, and we have to learn from it. But man, this is so good. You know, some of the lyrics about this are really important. You know, just living your life. The easy way out seems so inviting, but I can't face it now. It's not worth dying. Was a killer line, and I could gush and gush about the song, but I've already done that enough. I really enjoy it. I said at the beginning, this is going to get a 10 out of a 10, and it does. It's just a good song, man. It's expertly written, and as far as repeatability and how often I would listen to this song in the future, this is one that I listen to almost every day. It's just that good of a song, and it just sticks with me way deep down. So that's why it gets a 10 out of a 10. Anyway, let me know what you thought about this song. How would you rate it? scale of 1 to 10. 1 being that sucked, 10 being it was flawless. Let me know because I'm interested. I'm going to put the link to the song in the description below, as well as a link to their Facebook page, because they're posting a lot. They're super active there, and it's just a good time to keep up with them. So anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Until our next one, you guys, as always, stay safe and be blessed. We'll see you soon.